Today I'm hearing two things are true. So there may be two things that are true going on for you right now. What I'm channeling is this feeling of you having to make a decision that is incredibly difficult for you to make. Maybe you didn't want to make this decision. Maybe on some kind of level, this was exactly what you wanted. But the two things are true comes in the fact that it's like, this isn't what you want, but you know it's the right thing. You know that in the long run, it's for the best, but it hurts. And if an element of this could be different, then it would be definitely a yes. So if that resonates with you, stick around, watch the rest of this video. Make sure that you follow me, like this video, share it with your friends. And remember, this is my only account and I will never reach out to you first. Okay, so I've actually got Messages of Love Oracle deck, but I'm not using them specifically for love messages. But I just feel like there was a message in here that will come through, that will resonate with you about what these two things are. These two things are true. Because it's like being at a crossroads, really. Two things are true. Let me see. You have destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. Now, for some of you, I feel like you've been thrown into a situation that you didn't really want. This could be perhaps somebody has cheated on you in a relationship. You found out about it, and even though you'd love to just forgive and forget and get back to it, you know it's not the right thing. You know you can't trust this person anymore, and you know that you need to move on. For others of you, I feel like this could be to do with a decision you have to make to do with your children or to do with your home life, like where am I going to live, what am I going to do. It's something about either relationships or family where you're not clear on the path ahead. You're not clear on where you want to go. And in that being the case, maybe you enjoy being around people, but then there's a point where you want to be on your own. But then when you're on your own, you miss those people. So it's kind of like that. Now we have conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. So again, two things are true. There may be a situation where you want to reach out and see if someone's okay. If you haven't heard from them for a while, you want to check if maybe they still care about you or think about you, but they haven't been in touch with you. So yeah, you may be and ahhing whether to message this person because you care, or feeling like I shouldn't do that because we aren't together anymore. Sabotage. I messed up the good things in my life sometimes. Now, this is reaching somebody that feels that it's your fault that things are the way that they are. You feel that you maybe messed something up or took a wrong turn here. For some of you, what I'm hearing there is that maybe you ended something and went back to an ex and then had a realization that maybe I should have just given that a bit more time and seen how that was going to pan out. So it's like those two things are true, is like you would like to go back there, but you feel like you can't because you went somewhere else. And I feel like this other person, they possibly know about that. So this is a terribly difficult situation. I can see that. But I'm going to try and give you some clarity today on a potential way forward of what you can do about this. Because you can't change the fact that these two things are true, yeah? And it is what it is usually the statement that comes from that of like, I can't change this, I feel crap about it, but at the same time I know it's the right thing. There's something about boundaries to do with this, and I feel like maybe you struggle or you have struggled with healthy boundaries with people before. I feel a very lustful energy, so perhaps you do enjoy the company of newness, you know, like somebody coming in and giving you a compliment or wanting to spend time with you. I feel like that could fill you with excitement, and maybe you have been led down that road and that's kind of sabotaged some other relationship or friendship here. So there's an element of you from this point on now, learn about your boundaries. Where are your boundaries? Do you hold your boundaries strong? Do you hold them fair? Now, Issa's showing up as right now is not a time for making decisions. Now is a time for you to sit on this. Now is a time for you to really think, observe yourself, pause and reflect. And then you will be ready to take some kind of action. But right now, I feel like you've just got to feel the feelings now is not a time for taking action or making any moves. But I have some good news for you. What is coming up for you is Bunyo, which is a rune of harmony and excitement, joyfulness. Things are going to turn out in a very good way, in a way that is what you would like. And I feel that that is coming through because you've taken the time to just observe yourself. This is all you can do at this point. You cannot control any other aspects of this situation. You can't control what anybody else is doing, thinking or feeling. You can't really change things at this point. Maybe you are still stuck in this situation. Perhaps you're still with somebody else. Now, if this is to do with family, it may be that you're struggling to kind of express to your family that you miss them, or that you enjoy spending time with them, but sometimes you need that time by yourself. For some of you, I'm getting this energy of you may have people staying with you. Now, that could be family or friends, and you don't know how to tell them that actually, like, you want them to go now, but they don't seem to be making any moves to go. And maybe they were only supposed to stay for a short amount of time. So this is like two things are true. It's like you're happy to help them, but at the same time, you want your space back. Yeah. So there's those elements coming through. So if those resonate with you, drop me a like, drop me a comment, claim this message. Now let's see what the tarot is telling you about this. What is your advice in this particular situation? Yeah, that goes really, really well with Isa. Right now, and especially over the next few days, maybe possibly the next week, this is a time for you to just rest. You need rest, you need recovery, you need to really observe before you speak up, before you say anything or do anything. Because if you start to try and change something here or speak up about it, I feel like it's going to get very complicated and misunderstood. And that could just actually escalate the situation more. So right now, just that pause. But then over the next 3 weeks, I do see you managing to come together with this. For a lot of you, I actually see mediation, you know, like going to see a counsellor, like couples counselling, that kind of thing, where you are going to have a middle person, an impartial person, that you can talk between you with that person there is going to help a lot. If that is the situation for you, then I see this happening over the next few weeks, and it's going to help to repair the situation for you at home. That, I feel, is for people that maybe your marriage is on the rocks and you're not sure what to do, whether it's you that went off and did something or whether it's your partner that went off and did something. This counselling is going to really, really help you to move forward and, you know, reform that commitment to each other. Yeah. And you needed this ending. This needed to happen because I feel like it's been very painful for you. But in that pain, it's actually been a catalyst for you finding your inner wealth. It's been a catalyst for you actually searching for what grounds you, what you need. For some of you, you may have set up your own businesses off the back of this, or started something new, started a new job, or just being more like, I need to really stand on my own 2 feet at this time. So it's actually helped you to grow in lots of ways. However, it's still painful. For some of you, you may have had to move away from family or friends or relationships in order to obtain a high paying job, that kind of thing. And it's two things are true. It's like, you know you need this, but you don't want to be away from home and family. So many different, there must be a massive collective on here, because there's so many different pathways I'm seeing on this. So what else can we tell you? What advice do you need to know right now? Okay. Whether you change something or not, a change is going to occur. This isn't going to stay the same. You're not going to stay feeling the way that you are, stuck in this past, stuck in, I don't know what to do, and reminiscing on everything. So what is this change going to bring? A very fortunate change for many of you. If you were thinking about the worst case scenario, don't, because I actually think it's going to bring things back together in a healthy way. I actually feel there's an opportunity come in here, and I've got the 16th of the month as being significant with that. So that could be the 16th of August. There is something very inspiring, it's going to lighten things up quite a bit. You have been waiting for this, and it is about to pop off. It's about to happen. your intuition or your dreams may be guiding you with this as well, but I would love to go deeper into it. So if this resonates, drop me a DM and have a blessed day.